it's the Anything Goes Podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peoples. Hey, people, listen. You like our vibes? You like the movement? Like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section. Ring the notification bell so you can keep up with everything that we got going on, man. Jump in the community tab and vote. And also make sure that you always jump in the community tab because that's where we share information about what's going on the channel. And you don't want to miss out on the prizes, surprises, all type of stuff that we got going on. Don't forget to sign up to be a member. We have members only podcasts, crazy stuff going on that only the members get to see. So you got to sign up to be a member to check out those podcasts. Yo, I'm here with Mr. Razor. I'm here with Black Emoji, and I'm here with a new person, Miss Sabrina. How you doing, lady? How are you? Introduce you since you're new.
I'm good. I'm wonderful. I'm happy to be included in the podcast.
Yes,
Thank you.
Definitely. Miss Black Emoji, you've been away for about 5 years. We don't know if you was in jail or what was going on. Where have you been, man? What's going on?
I wasn't in jail, thank God. I told you guys I couldn't do jail. But I was working. I traveled, guys. I was on ESPN for Nathan's hot dog commercial July 4th. So if you saw me, that was me. But yeah, I'm a contractor, so I'm constantly moving back and forth. My Wi-Fi sucked.
Good stuff. Your Wi-Fi sucks, so you're back home now.
Yeah, where is that?
Okay. No more excuses, no more jail bids. Because she was really in jail, people. She just pretended she wasn't. Razor, what's going on, bro?
Yo. Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm chilling. Hey, I'm gonna give a weather update today. It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining, storming, all kind of stuff going on.
Have a tropical storm coming in the area. All crazy things going on. Hey, but I got a question for y'all, man. Since we're here. Oh yeah, before I mention that, people don't forget that we go live every Thursday night now. We got a live podcast every Thursday night. So y'all should come and check us out on that. Every Thursday night, you can jump in by asking questions, and we're gonna have a phone number you can call in and join in on the commentary and the debates and all that good stuff. But anyway.
Yeah, man, but here what? Before you start, you didn't tell them what time it starts. You have to give them a time.
Start from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Yeah.
So check that out. Check out the community tab and you'll find out all the information about what's going on up in there. So my thing to y'all is now, man. So you meet somebody out in the streets, club, church, Walmart, because, Walmart seems to be the places that everybody meet nowadays. The Walmart, the most popping place right now. You meet there, y'all start conversating, talking for a while, and y'all decide to go on a date. Where's the most ideal place to go on a date? Does dating come with, if I'm taking you on a date, I have to take you to Ruth Chris or spend a lot of money for that to be a good date? Or could it be a walk in the park, go to a field, ride some bicycles, sit out and watch a baseball game, just making stuff up, throwing stuff off the head. What's the ideal date to you guys? Let's ask the ladies, because I know Black Emoji be having some stuff that she be saying. And I would love to hear it right now. Black Emoji, what's your ideal date?
Ruth Chris does sound great, but to me, a good date, I always say that money is not really like, if you don't have the money, if you have it, Ruth Chris is nice. But at the same time, I feel like a date that it feels like you put some effort into it. You don't have to spend a lot of money. If you went and did a picnic, you actually set up the place, you show some effort. I like things like that. I'm the person who likes to go to museums. It could be free. You know what I mean?
McDonald's and a Happy Meal.
No, I don't eat McDonald's.
2 Happy Meals in the park.
No, sir. No, man.
McDonald's French fries be bagging, man. What's going on?
No, not
so
on the
you
first
like
date.
McDonald's French fries?
No, but that's that. First of all, we're not in high school. Even in high school, that's like a bad date. Like, I feel like when you're dating someone, you've been together for a while, then you can be like, okay, we're gonna go to McDonald's and grab something. But the first date, like, are we gonna sit in McDonald's or we're gonna sit in the car? Like, which one is it?
We're gonna grab some kids meal, get an extra large fry from McDonald's, and we go to the park.
No, I feel like if you're gonna do the McDonald's with the fries because your money is low, then you should have like a whole array of a spread out in a park, and then we have the McDonald's and stuff, but maybe with champagne instead of the cold.
My thing is, if the brother can't afford to buy an extra large meal, he gotta buy a kid's meal. Where he gonna get champagne money from?
But I feel like if that's the case, you shouldn't be dating. or know the women.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta look at the women too. You know,
Look at the
women that's gonna
caliber.
yeah, some are gonna accept the McChickens and the McDoubles, but you know which ones will, and you go for those. But the ones that look like you might have to spend a little bread. Maybe you need to fall back a little bit, pump your brakes,
So-
boop boop, and
so-
wait till you bring up that cash.
My thing is, so you willing to lose out on a potential guy that's, you never know what his income status would be later on in the future. Just
No, I didn't say that. You
let me
cannot
finish
have a
saying
lot.
let me finish saying what I'm saying. You're potentially losing out on a good guy taking you out on a date because you're saying that if your money ain't there, you shouldn't be asking certain people out on a date, right?
Yes, but my whole thing is this. Like I said in the beginning when I started, if you don't have money, right, you could have took that McDonald's money and went to the dollar store and got like a nice blanket or things to set up a picnic. You could have went and got sliced bread and just made like the little picnic set. There's things that you could do. To me, it's about the effort. If you just drop a bag of McDonald's and say, here's the fries, I'm just gonna be looking like, what? You could have used this money and did something else and be more like,
I'm not saying he's just dropping the bag. What I'm saying is he's taking you there. That's what's on the menu for the dinner. He could have a nice setup with, I guess some popsicles or whatever. Yeah,
creativity.
Yeah, he's being creative. He's just he's trying to make sure that you have a good time with what he has.
The only way that would happen is if we've been friends for a long time and I know like your little situation, then yeah, we could do that. But I'm just like, I'm not losing out because I feel like if you're a guy and you truly like me and you know what type of woman I am, you wouldn't embarrass yourself like that. You would wait till you get your money a little bit up before you come talk to me, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? You just want to lose out on something good. That's on you.
Hey, Black Emoji.
Wait up, Razor. Wait up.
I'm just saying that McDonald's fries are good.
Yeah.
I didn't say they weren't.
We ain't debating that.
I could buy my own McDonald's. I might as well just buy it for both of us.
So to Sabrina now, I seen the looks that you have been given. So I want to hear your take right now. What's your take on this? Is an ideal date before you get your ideal date? I might run another fast food restaurant by you. This one might not be McDonald's. What's your ideal date? Or it's got to be Ruth Chris?
So Amina knows me. I'm bougie.
Mhm.
And I have rules when it comes to certain men I date because I make a certain amount of money. It's a little harder for me to date men in general because I feel like men have a level of pride where they feel like they should be providers and they want to take care of their women, especially island men, I would say, where they feel like, they really... You feel attacked? No, this is a good thing. I am comfortable with a man feeling that his place is a man's place, where he should take care of his woman and treat his woman. So it's a little harder for me to date in this generation, honestly. But to answer your question, I don't think there's any one standard for a first date. I think it kind of depends on the person, honestly, the vibe that you get from that guy and how they approach you. If I meet you at Walmart, then the expectations may not be too high. But if I meet you at like Wegmans or, Sam's Club, the expectations might be a little higher. We're in a pricier grocery store. So I have high expectations of you. But McDonald's, we're kind of pushing it. We're kind of pushing it with McDonald's.
Okay.
However, I will say I have had first dates where me and the guy talked for a little while and the vibe was very simple, very humble, and very mellow. And we went to the beach. He had a dog. We walked his dog on the beach. And that date, if you want to call it that, lasted about 4 or 5 hours. He was a wonderful guy. And I had a great time just talking to him, getting to know him, playing with his dog, walking the beach. And it was around sunset, very romantic and cute. So I would say it's the expectation of what a first date should be could be very broad. I wouldn't mind doing something fun, but dinner and a movie is standard.
Yeah, so while y'all was walking Kirby on the beach, you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah. I mean, oddly enough, the dog's name was Dog. Like that, I was like, really, you could have been more creative.
It sounded like he was very creative and he borrowed somebody's dog. It gave you a very interesting day. Hey,
You know,
good
women
job,
like
my brother.
women like man with dogs, especially the small one now. It
Yeah,
has to
it
be
was
the
a
big
small, it was a small little dog. I was like, this is
ones.
so cute. It was so nice. We did go on a second date, and it was dinner.
Mhm.
And he stepped it up. It was a nice restaurant. I was like, okay, all right, this boy got his stuff together. And at this point, even to our first date, I knew he had his stuff together. He had good career, good money, good college degree, nice house. So I knew I wasn't dealing with, every, Tom, Dick, and Harry down the street and the kind of stuff. I wasn't dealing with that caliber of man. And again, when you meet in a female, you want to learn things about her. Is she bougie? Is she casual? Is she smart? What basically with men, y'all want to know how much you could get away with. You gonna get away with McDonald's with me. That ain't happening.
Yeah.
Not
No.
even Chick-fil-A.
Not Chick-fil-A. No.
First of all, we gonna stop the Chick-fil-A bashing right now. we ain't gonna allow any Chick-fil-A bashing on this. No, I'm just playing. But yeah. So after what you said was kind of interesting because I thought you was gonna take the same approach as Black Emoji. Black Emoji have this approach, and in hearing you talk, I can see that you understand what you're saying and you mince your words because you don't want it to sound as harsh as you want it to say. But
I'm trying to be nice.
I could tell that you're and just previous conversation that me and her have, I could tell that y'all are like-minded thinkers. So
We have our differences, but we have similar ideals. Yes.
yeah. So I figured that from just the whole input of couple conversations I had with her. But
Okay.
so McDonald's is out. You don't want Chick-fil-A. Can't believe y'all don't want Chick-fil-A.
Maybe
Really
like she
soft.
said, maybe a third date, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Chick-fil-A is expensive. What you talking about?
Chick-fil-A is expensive. Sir.
Hey,
I eat it so much.
Chick-fil-A is expensive to some people, Just
Some people.
might not be expensive to you, don't mean it's not expensive to some. But Razor, your ideal first date, man, is right off the bat you taking her to Route Chris or you putting on a plane and flying all across country because you want to enjoy that one dinner date with her and then
Hey.
there's a possibility you never hear from her again.
Let's
Or
hear
Don't
this.
listen to the negativity.
Let's hear this.
Hey, listen, man. For me to go to Route Chris on the first day or flying out, that probably won't never happen.
Really? Ruth Chris? No? On a first date?
That's too rich for my blood. I can't afford it. I might show up in my beat up car, and then you might want to run when you see that.
I know. She might not enjoy. She might
might
not
not-
enjoy it. Well, she might have been enjoying herself until we walk outside, and I take my bus pass out. Now she upset.
Now that's terrible.
When all she had to do was give me a ride home.
Hey.
I'd be upset.
Hey, the
Oh,
bus.
no.
I might got to wait an extra hour because Virginia bus don't run
They
out.
don't run.
She be like, what you waiting on? I'm just enjoying the
Just
scene.
enjoying the scenery.
I'm waiting on a friend.
Oh
So you said no Route Chris, no flying out. So what
Hey,
y'all going on?
all right, so let me break it down now. So let me say this. A first date to me does not have to consist of me spending money or me going to Route Chris or me doing any of that stuff. In actuality, I think a first date should be like, Sabina said, the beach. You could do something like that. Maybe the park. Go talk. Let me. Because the thing about it is, if I want to take you out, I'm gonna take you out. That's just, I might be feeling you like that. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I want to impress this, and if I want to do that, I could afford to do that. But for me, if a first date,
I can't.
well, I have to work overtime to do that stuff. So So anyway, so so if like I say, you go to the beach, but it shouldn't consist of you spending money. It should more consist of you getting to know each other. Like, let me see if I want to spend my money on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because after that first date or that first meetup, I'm like, I don't even want to see her no more. I'm glad I didn't spend my money on her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, because I've met people before where I'm like, that you ain't gonna see that person the next day. So it should, a first day should involve you talking. I don't even consider the movie a date, because what you do in a movie, you sit and you watch a movie and you're quiet.
Very quiet.
Yeah, I might try to sneak my hand around her and see what I could get away with, or touch her in the leg and stuff. Be like, oh, something's going on,
I mean,
But
you're giving too much information. Relax, my brother. Relax.
no, but but the first day should definitely consist of something where you get to know each other, talking, and see, like I said, if you want to take it a next step, a next date, whatever, it should be consistent of that. But necessarily spending money, it doesn't have to be that. We might go to what you call it, McDonald's.
Nice Scottish restaurant.
Hey, I might have them set up how about this? So listen, ladies, right? We might have them set up what if I have a little special thing where they set up some flowers, on a table, and a nice little setup,
In McDonald's, is it going to be inside the McDonald's?
Or, yeah.
In the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I bring my own little jar. I bring my own little flowers and lay there and say, "Hey."
You could have did that outside and buy a water with a blanket.
Or a nice park.
Well, the park.
I don't. To be honest with you, I don't think Black Emoji or Sabrina is going on the park date.
I have.
I don't think, because
I have.
But for me personally, a first date consists of me getting to know you, to see if I want to see if we want to waste each other time with the back and forth of courting and all this type of stuff. So me taking you to a restaurant, it's only if I like you, and it's only if I feel you, because a lot of times women feel just because they look good mean that a guy is going to do whatever. There's a lot of women that look good in the world. We have seen them. Some of us have got them plenty of times. So at the end of the day, it's a thing of, do I want to take this person out to an expensive restaurant, which going to Ruth Chris to some is not expensive.
It's not expensive. It's not. So,
but we use that because most people mind think, when I say Ruth Chris, most people mind think uppity. So I use Ruth Chris because only because of that. Me taking you to McDonald's and you enjoying the date with me, getting to know me, and eating some McDonald's, if you eat McDonald's, because you could say, I'm not a McDonald's eater, but I like Burger King, Wendy's, or wherever else. And we can go there, eat something, and enjoy some fast food meal, sit down at a park, or sit down in an area where it's mutual, the mall or whatever, and have some conversation can bring light to, I definitely don't want to date her, or she's thinking, I definitely don't want to run around with this dude. So that could bring light to both people without wasting your time. Now, a second date could consist of whatever you want it to consist of also. It doesn't necessarily mean that now at, the second date is there that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But if you see that person as somebody, now I see myself going out with this person, or I would enjoy being in this person's presence again. Because beauty, looks, and status don't make your presence enjoyable for anybody. Don't matter who the hell you think you are, or whatever you feel like you have. Because the reason I say that to the emoji earlier was like, you miss out on a lot of things, because I know a lot of guys that got a lot of money, but they don't perceive themselves to have a lot of money. And women often think because they don't show their money that they don't have it. They don't have it. So they usually turn them down because, oh, he's a cornball. He don't have this. The guy over there drive the Porsche, or the guy over there drive the Benz, and he's driving a Honda Civic, but he's the guy running a Fortune 500 company. So, if you know
these guys, let them know I'm single. Just throw them out.
I just feel like, why can't we just get like the Root Chris to go? We can go to the park and eat Root Chris. They do to go boxes. You know, we could just sit down in the park and eat the steak and stuff and talk and get to know each
Yeah, man. I mean, you can get McDonald's to go also.
But I
Hey,
think
Cold fries, cold fries don't sit the same as warm steak.
Yeah, but McDonald's fries are delicious. So
Not when they're
sometimes
cold.
in between cold, it might be a little off, but you know, McDonald's fries I'm not a big McDonald's lover, but McDonald's fries be banging.
The fries, yes. Yeah.
McDonald's come up with something for them fries. If McDonald's
No argument there.
shut down and just to keep one thing on the menu, the fries will keep McDonald's open.
Yeah.
But this is my thing. Do you think that women choose to want to go on these expensive dates because there are some women, I'm not saying all, that wind up going with a man and the man does what you're saying, goes to the beach, buys a McDonald's, and then they get stuck in that. They feel like instead of like, after being with this woman for 2 years, he still never took her on a date. He's still taking her to McDonald's.
You've created a standard, basically.
Yeah, a standard. And now that man is sticking. He got so comfortable just bringing you McDonald's. You went to the house, open your legs. McDonald's, you want to be my girlfriend? Yes. McDonald's, two kids and 3 children. McDonald's.
I feel like if you dating somebody, right? And your ideal is for some reason, I've noticed this with women. A lot of women feel like, if you're and a guy are in a relationship, or you're a guy are dating and they don't take you to expensive places and they don't take you to places that their friends or someone else go to, you're not really interested in them. You're not doing it for them, or you're not playing your role. You're not trying to do anything with them. That's not true. You have to find purpose. And your purpose is you have to find somebody that's willing to do the stuff that you want them to do. You got guys, like I said before, that are willing to do some of that stuff, but they're not willing to do it for just anybody. They're willing to wait and see who deserves for this to be done. I don't care how much money I have or how much money I don't have. In no good intention of mine can I ever sit around and mess with somebody that make me think that they're with me because of my status, because of what I have, and because of what I can do for them. If that's the case, we just smashing. It's a transactional deal from right there on. You never put me in that situation to make me feel like you're just with me for what I have or what I can do for you.
But the same way you did say in the beginning, you can't judge a man who takes you to McDonald's because he can have money. But how do you know this? We could go both ways. The girl who's about Root Chris could still be the best girl. You didn't give her a chance because she had a standard, right? It goes both ways. Because sometimes you get the chicken girls and they still trash.
Here's the thing, though. When it comes to standards, it's different. There's different type of standards. When your standards is a little bit too high for your britches, somebody know. If you go to talk to a guy and you feel like you're over his head, do you know that you're over his head, right? When he come and telling you what he can do for you or what he can't do for you, you know that I'm above this guy, or that's your thinking. So that's the same thing with us. If I'm talking to a young lady and she starts telling me about, what she like, what's this? But first of all, I never, when I'm dealing with somebody, I don't tell them I have anything. I'm always broke. In real life too, people. So don't forget that. I always say that on the program. But
in real life.
I'm always broke. I never have anything. So when we do go out and I do perform something for you, in my head, I'm thinking that you're thinking that this guy is doing, maybe spending his last, or maybe doing something that he's trying to entertain me with. I'm showing me that he's trying to get at me. Now, if that's not enough for a person, I don't want nobody like that. That's good. There's a lot of other guys out there that'll take that, but I'm not willing to do that. And it's no problem if another guy want to do that, but I'm not willing to do that. Because there's guys like, look at NBA stars. They're married girls, come out of school, come in college, knowing that these type of girls would never talk to them if they wasn't rich. You think for a second that I would put myself in, I couldn't sleep with myself at night if I know I'm dealing with somebody that's only there for what they can do for me, Razor, throw your 2 cents in. We ain't heard you talking a while. We see you smiling over there.
I definitely agree with what you're saying, though. But like you said, for me personally, when I'm talking to somebody, the status that they're on. Just by the conversation within itself, you either know whether you're above or below that person, and just by the things that she's saying. And I always have a theory in my head, or for me personally, I could talk to somebody for 5 minutes and know whether I want to deal with that person or not. Just give me 5 minutes. That's it.
Yep,
I don't need nothing else.
I got the gift of gab.
Yeah.
And if you listen to me, I'll talk you out of whatever you think that you can do. But I don't use it for that. I use it to see where your mindset at. Because now, if it's because sometimes as a man, when we see a woman, we like, she look good.
Yeah.
She attractive. And like how y'all say, man talk themselves out of the drawers. You talk yourself out of us being a good man to you. So you just put us from being, oh, I really like this chick. I'm gonna take her on a date.
Yeah.
We start listening to talk. We like, oh, she a gold digger. I'm gonna try. You want to go here? I'm gonna take you here so I can smash. Y'all do that too. It's the same thing.
No matter how she looks,
Exactly.
no matter how she looks. Because for somebody that has money, it's nothing for them to spend their money just to get you, if that's what they want.
Exactly.
So if that's what they're looking for, they're like, man, I'm not trying to be with this chick, but I'm gonna still pursue her. They're gonna pursue you, and they'll take you wherever. Anyway, it's nothing to them, because if you have money, it's nothing to you. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to tell y'all standards is a must. You should have standards, and you should have whatever you want. But also remember that that's the same thing that goes for other people too. You have your standards. Other people have their standards. I would hope that giving somebody a chance wouldn't be about what they have or what you perceive them as being. It would be more of what this person can bring to your life, as in making you happy, But I do understand that life is different nowadays, and people, some people don't care about this this happy picket fence thing. They want this happy. I want to go to Dubai. I want to go to Paris. That's the happy I want. I don't care. I don't care about the happy picket fence.
It should be what y'all both could collectively bring to the table, and I think that's what most men are looking for. A woman that's going to hold them down. It should be both ways. You know what I'm saying? It should be both ways. Like
it should be.
Yeah, it should.
But I feel like honestly, our generation, me and Amina's generation of men are totally different than I'd say island men generation. As islanders, I feel like we're raised in a different generation compared to Americans. Like I'm looking for somebody that's even keeled with me, where men around here are looking at me like, oh, yo, she's a come up. She got money. She has her stuff together. Let me try to front as long as I can so I can get what I want from her. And it may not just be sex. It's money. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, how did she get this? I want this.
I tell Mina this all the time. A place to sleep. A bed to crash on. Somebody to tell my problems to.
He does it all the time.
And this is
I
not.
tell her all the time, but she don't be believing me. She don't.
I call them homosexuals. You got nowhere to stay, so I'm gonna mess with this chick. So I got a house to sleep at night. Homosexuals come out around wintertime. I know.
You know what I call them?
Free rent.
I call him. That's a smart guy.
That is a homosexual.
I agree with you on that.
Why not?
I never said I don't agree. I just feel like it sometimes goes both ways. But just on the topic of the dating thing, I just feel like when it comes to men, for me, and I feel like most women who have their head on straight and what they want, it's not even about the money. It's just the effort if you tried. And when I mean effort, I'm not saying like, I know what you said, go to McDonald's and buy McDonald's. I want to see like you tried. No, but I'm saying like I want to know that you tried. Yeah, I might only have $10 in my pocket, but
I can't try with McDonald's though. I just want to put that out there.
Like, true. I guess I'm just the person, like I'm a very creative person, and I'm always like thinking of the next thing. So it's like if somebody can come up with something creative, you don't need money for that, and it's like, damn, like okay, you put some effort into it. It makes me feel good because you actually thought about it, and it makes me feel like, you know what?
Definitely, I agree with that.
Put some thought, and that's the most important thing. The thought. thought. See, black emoji ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, go to the botanical garden. Give her all the flowers in the world.
Get a photographer. Oh, we lit.
You know the thing is, black emoji. I'm always defending you because it might sound hard when I'm talking to you because I want you to understand that just because you think that way and a couple of other people think that way, but you have a lot of people that think different from you. But I'm always defending you to other people because I realize that there's a section of our generation of people that thinks how you think, and I realize that no matter what we say to you or what somebody else is going to say to you, you're going to believe what you want to believe. So it's better to just let you know what other people are gonna come at you with before, as a friend, before I send you out there, letting you think that people will just accept what you're saying. And that's why when you're here, I give you your time to talk, and it's entertaining to me because I like to hear when you say this type of stuff, because it at the end of the day, you're not the only person that think like that. So that's why it's so entertaining to me, because as men, we talk about stuff like this all the time. And that's why I have a group of guys that I'm friends with that always scream that they're broke. I'm really broke, but they're not broke. They just pretending like they're broke, but I'm really broke. But they always do that, and this is the reason why they do that, because they never want to put themselves in a situation where women gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna mess with this dude because look, he got this and he got this and he can do this for me. And it's also vice versa, because you're like Sabrina said, men do that stuff to women too. Yeah. Men see her and be like, "Ooh, look what she driving! Look at she just paid." She
just paid for dinner. Oh hell, she paid for the date.
I feel like there's a lot of people
in her place right now. Tonight, I'm never leaving.
Hey, I just tonight he coming with the ring the next day.
My thing about it though is I feel like there's a lot of people who cap that will say, "Oh, I'm not like this," but when given the opportunity, they are. That.
Hey, and some people, that.
You know what I mean? Or if they had the thing about it too is for those who have a lot to say, especially if they're women. If you had the opportunity, maybe you would feel the way that I'm feeling, or how some girls. But some people, they don't have that opportunity. So when you have the opportunity to be with people that do this and then do that, you're gonna pick this over that. But like I said, I've never been a shallow person. I've always been about creativity and you put a thought process. But at the same time, I'm not going to just accept anything because, oh, you got to accept anything. Have a standard. I'm not saying treat a man badly because he's out here grinding. We're all grinding. I'd rather somebody's grinding and building up. But at the same time, it's like everyone has their reasons for what type of man or woman they go after. And it's everyone's own different prerogative.
I'm glad you guys came by. Sabina, it was a joy having you by.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad they released you from prison. Do not lock my friend up again, officers, please. No, I'm just playing. She wasn't.
Hey, she just done touring the world.
Yeah, she's been doing her thing. Razor, thanks for coming out, man. Hey, people, you like the vibes, you like our movement, like, subscribe, share, comment in the comment section, ring the notification bell so you can keep up with everything that we got going on, man. It's the Anything Goes Podcast, man. We out of here.